So what is happening YouTube?
Please!
Here we are, back again with Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, you're going to hear in the background, right at the start, that we've got someone in distress. If you remember last time we left off, we had just finished the main quest parts of the Embrace here.
Somebody, please!
And we were going to do some side questing. So we've got a really annoying bit of yabbering going on in the background, and that belongs to a unfortunate
That must be a wrong.
lass
Sounds like she's in trouble.
from this quest. Her screaming's really getting up my nose. I did a couple of quick test audios
Get down!
before I started this episode, and all I could hear
Somebody, please!
was
I'm
that.
surrounded! I'm stuck up here! Yes! Take them down!
So yeah,
Is someone there?
we're gonna do this as quickly as possible. And stop her from yabbering on in the background. Thank God.
Thanks for saving me from those machines.
Oh, I was saving my hearing, trust me.
Thank you. I thought those watchers were gonna tear me apart.
Your father sent me after you. It's time to go home.
I figured. But I can't go back until I get my mother's spear from that scrapper.
That spear must mean a lot to you.
My mother made it not long before she died. I can't believe my father lost it.
He didn't mean to. Scrappers are dangerous.
I know. I just can't stand the idea that it might be gone forever.
Your father is worried sick about you.
He gets worried if I go 10 steps to relieve myself in the bushes.
He doesn't want to lose you, Arana.
I know. But I do wish he wouldn't yell at me so much.
How did you wind up in that tree?
I tracked the scrapper to Mother's cradle. Caught a glimpse of it too, but then a watcher saw me and called his pack. By all, Mother, I'm just not a good enough hunter to get that spear back, am I?
I'll look for your spear.
You will? Oh, thank you.
Go find your father. His leg gave out while he was searching for you, just south of Mother's Heart.
Oh, no. Okay, I'll go to him right away. Thanks again.
So, here we are back again, and now that we've got a bit of peace and quiet, I can do a quick chat with you guys. So, first of all, thank you so much for all the support that the first video got. Can't thank you guys enough for that. The fast-paced intro aside, I am enjoying this series. I've been looking forward to getting back into it. I'll record, like I say, as often as I can when I'm up to it.
Never know when I might need these.
But yeah, I've been looking forward to picking this up again. The side quests in this region are pretty basic. We're gonna knock them out anyway, because I quite like getting the levels. It'd be nice to have some extra skills before we go out and do Rost's quest. That's what we want right now. And boom. Yeah, it'd be nice to get some extra skills in the back pocket.
Save this for later.
Area's amazing. And this is just the starting area, you know. Yeah, I used to enjoy playing this game back when it first came out. me and my oldest son used to enjoy playing this together. The name of the first episode actually comes from him, Robot Dinosaurs. Oh. Not good enough to hit a goose in flight. Oh. We're back here again. Right, anyway. Just realised I'm heading in the wrong direction as I wandered reminisce. Yeah, so as a concept I thought the idea of the game was really cool, and then it was good fun playing it through, like I say, with my oldest lad. He really enjoyed the whole sort of idea of big robot dinosaurs. And I thought the idea of pitting humans against machines with such primitive technology was really cool. I had really liked that idea from back when I'd seen the initial concept trailers, the initial concept, and then the first sort of gameplay trailers for the game with Aloy taking down a Thunderjaw, having to use the different weapons
The
to...
longest trail ends here. Must be where she saw the scrapper. If I follow its tracks, I should be able to find that spear.
Yeah, using different weapons and different tactics to take down the machine by neutralising its abilities. So it shows that even without comparable levels of technology, it's possible for you to outsmart the machinery in this game. So yeah, I am quite happy playing this through. First episode was just over an hour. Chances are we're going to make this episode just over an hour as well. I like the longer videos. I like being engaged for longer and seeing the different ideas with this game. That sounds like a turkey running away from me there. Somewhere. It's worth hunting the wildlife in this game, as I mentioned in the first episode. When you craft in your carry capacity here, a lot of these require, as you can see on the right hand side, cost metal shards and ridgewood to upgrade your weapon satchel, which allows you to increase your weapon inventory. And then you've got your tripcaster ammo pouch, you've got your arrow quiver, your hunter bow quiver. All these kind of things need you to have certain resources, and as you get through the different levels, the quality of items that you need to upgrade them is higher and higher tier until you get to blue tier. But while you're running through the wilds at any point, it is worth just taking a pot shot at wildlife just to see if you can get some of that rare loot. I just got him there with that last shot. So yeah, it is definitely worth doing that. I mean, all you're doing at the moment is running through the scenery, and it is
Trail
beautiful.
ends here.
But there, that's why you want to do it. Blue
Better
tier
check the other side.
is always worth just firing off a few arrows, like I say. We need to nip across the other side. I could wade through the water. I'm going to cross this bridge here that I saw though. There's a turkey in the distance there. No, it's not Christmas, but... white-tail loot. I don't know. Oh, another one. And white-tail loot again. Even if it's only 1 in every 10 arrows that you fire that brings you that blue-tail loot, it's still worth it to save some pain later on when you really need that upgrade. You know, when you need more arrows, you need to be able to carry more arrows. Nice background music there. Do like that. So here we have picked up the track again. And we're heading off in this direction. Now, so far you've seen me fight Watchers, which were fairly simple, and Striders, which, I mean, Striders can overwhelm you if you're not clever and you don't take your time. But generally, as long as you're careful, you use your focus to scan your area every now and again. I mean, that'll let you see when there's wildlife in the area for your crafting needs, but also, like, stunning, absolutely gorgeous, shining through the trees like that. Beautiful. Yeah, when you're jogging through an area, it is worth just quickly scanning your environment, looking for the signs of machine life. Can't miss it. One, for the size of the creatures, and two, they show up quite clearly. Quick save there. Every quick save you, every campfire you run past, quick save, because it's another fast travel point that you've got on your map. Fast travel in this game's limited by having certain travel kits. It's just like resources. It costs you one fast travel kit per journey.
Time to get that spear.
And you can make the fast travel kits from some of the resources you get for hunted animals as well. In this area we have scrappers and watchers. I'm going to scan the environment with my... Hopefully that watcher didn't see me. Right, so I'm going to scan the area quickly. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5 is to my right here. Walked up the valley a bit, didn't I? Down there. Yeah, there we go. There we have 5 machines in this area. Gonna take this nice and slow. Scrappers are not something you want to mess with. Want to get rid of this watcher. Here we go, this will do. Into this long grass here. So here we are. When he goes past, now, this is a good time to introduce you to your notebook. Ignore the data points for now. So your machine catalogue. As soon as you scan a new machine type, it's revealed in your catalogue. The only reason this is a blue stripe is because these are machine types that are only available in the DLC content, the Frozen Wilds. Watchers, Striders, and Scrappers are the only machines we've come across so far. Left hand side of your screen, Cauldron is simply a factory that makes the machines. That's where you find overrides. I won't go into overrides in any detail at the moment, we'll do that later when we actually unlock the ability to override machines. You get a quick description of the machine. In the middle, components, body and eye, loot that you can get from it. And under body and eye, if you look to the right hand side of the screen, it tells you if that part of the machine has any weaknesses. So its body is neither weak nor strong against anything, just average. The eye is weak to anything, but you can hit it with literally anything. Under all is the category of any type of weapon. So if you hit them in the eye with your melee weapon, hit them in the eye with an arrow. If you hit them in the eye with an elemental arrow, if you hit them in the eye with the sort of bolts that you fire from type of weapon that you get later on. If you know anything that hits the eye, basically it's a weakness. It increases the damage done to it. Most watchers can be taken out with one hit to the eye. One hit kill, doesn't matter what difficulty you're on. Occasionally your heavy melee strike will kill them in one hit. If not, it's a knockdown, critical strike, done. This is the loot you can expect to get from it. That's the rarest tier loot that is possible to get from this machine, as a Watcher Heart. And as you can see under the used for, trading with merchants or selling for metal shards. That means the Watcher Heart can be exchanged for rare weapon types. Watcher Lens can be traded for uncommon weapon types. Machine Core, you're just selling it. That's just pure shards. So that's obviously for each type. Scrapper is the new type that we've encountered. As you can see, it's a fast, sort of agile creature looking type. It has a cut and maul and lasers. Now originally I thought Scrappers were meant to be one of the cat types, like a sort of jaguar or a tiger, lion, that type of thing. It's not though. I'm pretty sure it's a hyena. Evidence for that is scavenger, and hyenas are known to scavenge the corpses of other predators' kills. It has a cut and maw. All that means is those fancy saw blades that you can see on its face. It uses that to strip machines of their parts while they're down, when they're dead basically. The laser you cannot see. It's not the bit on top of it or at its tail. It's actually inside its mouth, and it will fire that at you if you stand still and just let it scan that you're there. Body again, average. Power cell on where its tail would be. That is weak to shock and tear, so if I had an elemental bow capable of firing electric arrows, I could do increased damage to that, or if I wanted I could lay down shock wires and whistle it through them. I'm going to show you that you don't need to do that though. And the radar on top there. This is one of the machines, I think I referred to them in episode 1. When you attack certain types of machines, if you break line of sight and hide, it is possible for the machines to lose track of you. However, there are some machines like the Scrapper that can use an active radar scan its environment, and it'll pick you up regardless of whether you're hidden or not. So with machine types like this, you don't want to get seen, and if you do, these are one of the rare types that it's probably better to take out quickly so that you can hide from the rest. Otherwise it'll just keep alerting any other enemies in the area to you every time it scans. Parts again, as you can see, Scrapper Heart used for trading for rare types of equipment. Scrapper Lens used for uncommon types. So, just to let you know that you can use your journal to have a look at the elemental weaknesses and plan your entry into combat. Plan what you're going to do. Got 2 skill points, and I'm debating getting Strike from Above. Also quite like Concentration though. I'm wondering if I get Concentration, Hunter Reflexes. You can almost hear everybody out there going, don't do it. You know what, I'm going to keep them just now. With what the skills and abilities that I have just now, I've got more than enough to get in and out of combat. So if you remember, I stole Atlas's dialogue from Bioshock and referred to this strategy as the 1-2 punch. The strategy is overpowered at any difficult level. Get up here. No. There it is. Blend into the grass instead then. Weapon and outfit mods we'll go into in a moment. Not right now. I think he couldn't make it up to me. Over he comes. You can see the cutting blade on his face. shut him down right now. It's quite like to loot him. Here we go. So, all we're going to do is just take our time, move slowly, violent strike. These are small type enemies, hence why I'm able to take out all of their health in one hit.
Arana will be happy to have it back.
And we've completed the mission. We could let him live. However, he's not facing us. He's got his back to us, and I would quite like to get the extra shards. They do come in handy. One for crafting arrows at the very least. You always have to have some shards on you. It is possible to find down machines in the environment.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
We'll do this side quest and then I will talk to you about whipping and outfit modifications. Let's get back. Only 617 steps away. I debated fast travelling, but I'm not going to bother. There's no point. It's not like she's miles away across the other side of the map. We can jog there fast enough. I will quick save it. Always paranoid about losing data. And here we go. I'll just played around with the graphics settings a little. I think I've lowered the overall quality of the textures, but improved the quality of the models so that things in the distance don't look so muddy. Just to give you something nice to look at while I'm playing. It honestly is one of the best games that I've seen graphically for a long time. Like I say, the game looks gorgeous, it plays really well, the controls are very responsive. Criticism about the melee combat is one of the few things that wasn't, you know, melee combat might not be good, but for me it works. Oh. Cannot take.
Can't carry more.
My resource satchels. Okay, this will be out time to craft a resource satchel upgrade then. Carry capacity, resources satchel. Craft. Here we go. I do not want to let blue tier loot go by. Our health pouch can only be upgraded through one of these. It's full at the moment. There you are, doubles the capacity of the medicine pouch. There is further upgrade for that. I think it might be hidden in here. Might be wrong though, maybe there's only one. I really want to pick up the upgrade for balance shooting, you know, balancing on the fires and being able to fire from there. But like I say, it's contextual. It's probably one of the last ones I'll pick up, to be honest, unless I need something further down that skill tree. Just don't find that as useful as things like silent strike or strike from above / strike from below. You can see the weather changing. The cloud has sort of misty, fogged up the perspective. You hear the rain. Aloy does sometimes comment on the changing weather. You heard it earlier referring to the snow not getting any warmer out here. She does sometimes comment on the rain, saying got to keep her equipment dry or something like that. The changing weather, I don't believe there's a pattern to it. I think it's dynamic, which is pretty good. We could have fast travelled. This is the other campfire. Just not when it's such a short distance. It's different if I was travelling between different areas of the map.
Oh, Mother be praised! Aloy's back with the spear.
Here we go.
First you send Arana back to me, and now you've got the spear. When I first called out to you for help, I didn't even know if you'd speak to me. I'm glad you did.
Me too. I can't believe you got the spear back.
Your mother knew how to craft them. It's of exceptional make.
I'll never be the crafter she was, but she did pass along a few tricks. I'd be happy to take a look at your spear.
Thank you. It sounds like she was special. I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, because of you, I still have the spear to remember her by. You didn't have to help us, but you did. She would have admired that. Thank you, Aloy, for everything.
Brilliant. I hope you noticed the detail during that cutscene of the raindrops hitting Aloy in the back. Sorry, 2 seconds. They are extremely difficult to find those. And in the end, it wasn't worth it. I didn't get what I needed. Yeah, the detail in the character models on that last cutscene, where you could see the individual raindrops hitting their clothing, you could see the water dripping off the cured leather sort of animal skins that they wear. Absolutely brilliant. Love the detail in this game. There is another side quest here, I've forgotten. I'm gonna keep doing the side quests just now, mainly because, like I say, I'd quite like to have levels and skills, more weapons, more skills, more levels at my disposal before I go out into the wilds proper.
Good
Again,
meat.
we're looking for that. Rare tier loot. These are handy to have when you can't get to red berries. Increase your health. They pop up on the bottom of your inventory screen if you look on the left hand side of the screen just now where I'm moving the icons. This is 150 health. This is max health. That's your health booster. Things like the health booster and the elemental tonics are really handy when you're going into combat. Was not paying enough attention to my surroundings there and just about walked into a scrapper. There's another 2 down range. Okay. Luckily for me, he wasn't paying attention there. See if we can get him to come back. Hear that pounding footstep. That's usually your first cue. It's always worth listening for audio cues from the machines. Ooh, process metal blocks. Uncommon loot. That'll do. Apparently I can and can't get anything from this scrapper, that's quite annoying. His teammates seem to have picked up on the fact that he's not reporting to them anymore. That's their bad. We should have just kept our noses out of it.
Out of ammo. I should switch weapons.
There's the cutting laser. Not a very good shot though. And he's also not very clever. Satchel. There we go. Always have a plan. That's the reason why I laid down 2 shock traps on either side of that tree. Because it didn't matter which way they decided to go. I got the one on the right first. The one on the left wanted to move to get a better angle on me and he went through it. You can craft traps. That'll do the same thing. There we are. Shock traps. Detonating blast traps. Standard blast traps. I'll set one of the blast traps, for example, next time we encounter some enemies, just to show you. Already we've got quite a breadth of combat tactics available to us. I can lay traps, I can drink potions, I can craft items on the go to help me resist elemental
Clear that up
damage.
later.
It's always useful to have options in this game, especially when you're playing on higher difficulties like I am. Yes. Perfect. So, 1, 2, 3 watchers. See if we can get this one to look at us. He's down. He's down. One left. Three down. Boom. Just like that. It's important. Very important. Don't think I'm underestimating these machines. I know what watchers are capable of, and I can take them out fairly quickly. But I am playing this on hard. If I get that cocky with something bigger than me, it will absolutely hammer me into the ground on this difficulty. I didn't engage them without a plan. I was in the grass, they couldn't see me. I corrected mine quickly and hit them before I aggroed all of them. Hit them in the weak spot.
Got
boom.
one.
End of story. Go here. Campsite seems to be further up here, so we'll just climb down here. Again, could have slid down a rope from there. Got a vantage point. Got all grass to hide in either side here. And caught out one time too many. So I'm just going to quickly scan my environment. Here we go. Love the sound effects in this game. Pretty sure this might be one of the areas, in fact it is. If you remember the cutscene when Aloy first came into the wilds with Rarest, and he was saying you have to listen to what I say, and she says, I know, that's the gate in the background, this is the water that they go by, this is where Aloy picked up her first bunch of berries, right here. So, you know, it's amazing that the level of detail is high enough that I know my way around based on landmarks in the environment. A watcher there. I think there might be another watcher further in. Yeah, there is.
This must be Brom's camp. Better clear out those.
Right, that was cocky. I apologise for that. That looked like I wasn't taking this seriously. Got away with that. I would not advise doing that. Right. This is
Blood, but no body. There's gotta be more to this.
campfire.
Looks like a few drops of blood lead away from the camp.
Okay. So that's your tracking tool in this.
Whose knife is this? Did someone attack Brom with it? Looks like more blood leading away from here.
I love it when the music kicks in like that. Amazing. A decent soundtrack this game as well. It can be epic and soaring when you're in certain areas or surrounded by certain machines.
Did someone bring the blood to the camp? The trail of blood ends here, but whoever left it must have also left tracks.
Yeah, they did. So we'll follow these. Again, Aloy has developed tracking skills. She can see the marks. The focus highlight is for our benefit, not for hers. I love how now and again there's a 3D model. Oh! So we've got 1, 2, 3. I'm sure I fought 3 in this area before. Take it slightly more cautious this time. Try and stay near the grass. Oh, here we go. Eye. Oh, there's rear tier loot waiting to come from him as well. And shoot him in the eye as well. Rear tier loot again. So there we are. 3 enemies taken out.
Perfect.
Yep, I'll have that. And gotta stay on top of my ammo. Do I have any? No, I don't have enough sparklers yet. And as you can see, every time I go through the wild, if I'm near enough resources, I'll grab them. Always important to have stuff on hand to craft ammo. If you run out of ammo, you may as well just lay down for the next machine that's coming along. I don't remember getting hit by anything. Probably did though. Campfire. So we'll do a quick save, especially since I've found some rare loot as well. Brilliant. Here we have more rail.
That's twisted. I wonder if the blood from the camp came from the spore. If Brahm did this, why does he want people to think he's dead? And why desecrate the shrine?
More tracks, okay. Again, this quest unfolding, telling a story.
Who are those scrappers picking at?
Okay. How many have we got? We've got 1, 2. Yes. What we want. Lights out. Oh, rare loot again. Give that rare loot to me right now. So, traps. Here we go. You can see it flashing to indicate to me that there's a trap in the area. I don't believe my own traps can hurt me. I may be wrong though. Don't want this scrapper to look up. Don't look up, don't look up, don't look up.
Looks like there's a watcher. Whoever I'm following made short work of it. If it's Brahm, he definitely knows how to handle a spear.
Scrapper as well. Crap. I was sure you could recover traps, but apparently you can't. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Backs again, oh no. It's because I scrapped that. Hit the off switch. Get up some top tier loot. Right, okay.
Hunt's over. Fight's on.
Got him. Here we go. That'll do. Arrows. Again, stay on top of the arrows.
The sound of leaves rustling. It's comforting.
It certainly is. Missed. Trail ends here.
Someone loaded these supplies.
Ah, brilliant. That's what I get for being smart. There was a way to climb up on the side. I wasn't being observant. I wasn't looking enough at my environment.
Brom was an outcast for a long time. Why take food and gear now?
Tracks again. We'll try not to hurt myself this time. We'll climb down the proper way. Got a pack here. Well, that's not good.
It's the supplies from the cache. Why would they take them and just throw them away?
The fast travel pack that you saw there is the one that lets you travel between campfires. You can see someone up there waving his arms. Can you see that? Wait there, I'll step back a bit. Look, if you just looked to where the cliff is and there's a tree, and you can hear Brom's voice now, but if you look you can see arms waving when you first approach that. Up we go.
I won't listen! Not until you promise!
I'd forgotten how good those bits looked. Eat your heart out, Lara Croft.
I will! I'll kill myself! I'll kill myself before I hurt her! You're not a spirit. What do you want?
I want you to step away from the edge, Brom.
No. Leave me alone! Can't you see I need time to think? How am I supposed to think when everybody is shouting at me?
I'm not shouting. I know you're a good listener. So come listen to me, just as you would the others.
They say not to listen. But Lara always said, never ignore a speaker I can see. All right. I'll hear you out.
That's better. Now tell me, what's troubling you?
Spirits of the forgotten. Souls cursed by the All-Mother. Their voices never let me be. They want me to do things. Hurt people. If I go back to the Nora, they might make me hurt Alara. And I'll kill myself before I let that happen.
Do you have to listen to the spirits, Brom?
They're speaking to me right now. Oh is with me. They take care of me. Keep me company. Help me. Except when they scream. Like when that hunter knocked me down. Crush his skull with the rock, they said. And I did.
Brom. You're alive. Oh, Mother be praised. I'm sorry I followed you, but I had to make sure he was all right.
No.
I don't think he's
no.
alright.
Please, sister, I can't protect you.
I need no protection from you, Brom.
He fears these spirits that he hears will turn him against you. Unless your voice can quiet them?
Yes, just as it was before. He only ever hurt someone once, and it was provoked.
Here we go.
I don't want to hurt you. But the Forgotten, their whispers, they fill my head with screams.
Brom isn't ready to return to the Nora, but I don't think he'll hurt you, Alara.
There's a place where I can stay. A cave on All Mother Mountain.
Here we go.
I suppose you could visit me there, so long as I'm strong.
You will be, Brom. I'll help you. Thank you, Aloy. I'll take care of him now. May you walk in All Mother's eternal memory, and may the Forgotten leave you be.
Thank you. That's how I'm going to say goodbye to everyone from now on. That's a joke. So, there we go. Another side quest done. Well worth it. Got a reward box for that. Might as well examine the lovely scenery we've got here. Stunning. Yeah. Right, now, anyway. Enough panning the camera around the... Okay, we'll go the way we're supposed to go. Should have come down there, but I feel like I can handle that small jump. So, I'm not seeing any other exclamation marks. I think what I'll do, we'll have a look at skills again. Got 3 skill points. Concentration. You could get hunter reflexes and balanced aim. Then you're down to the strike ones. Or I could take strike from above and concentration. Or it could increase my critical hit damage. So many choices. You know what I'm gonna take... strike from above, and I'm gonna take concentration. They will be the most useful for me. Concentration will let me line up a shot against a moving target. Strike from above gives me an advantage, a terrain advantage as well, and then we'll look to push hunter's reflexes and balanced aim as well with the next 3 that we get. So, weapons modifications. You get weapon mods, you get clothing mods. That's what we've got here. With the hunter bow that we have, we can increase damage and handling. I think I'm gonna stack damage. I'm gonna leave that one just now in case I can get another damage coil upgrade. And then there's a shock coil, which is perfect for increasing the shock damage that'll do initially. Magic, I like that. Outfits, nothing spectacular there. Okay. Resources, you can see everything I've got there, don't need to worry about that. Board box. Nice. The ward boxes are trader token. Nice. Didn't even know I had them. I wish there was a mark all as new. The exclamation marks annoy me. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna head for Frost's quest now. Or am I? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna visit Karst one more time. He may have weapons that I can use in the upcoming sequence. Take advantage of some elemental weaknesses. So I'm gonna run through Mother's Cradle and head.
Yep, it's the motherless outcast again. Go ahead and stare.
Just laughing at Aloy there. I love how her attitude has become.
I don't have anything to say to her, sort.
I didn't mean to greet her, but there's an example of what happens if you speak to any of the Nora before you've completed the proving. Technically, Aloy doesn't have to win the proving. She wants to win it so that she can speak to the Matriarchs and get her boon. However, all Aloy has to do is finish the proving and... Am I running in the wrong direction? No. That's not Karst's place, is it? I didn't think it was. That's Karst's place. Sorry, I got myself lost momentarily there. Yeah, Karst's place here.
What is it now?
I want to trade, asshole. Good. So, what can we sell? The animal talisman can be sold. Do not sell the skins, they will be used for upgrading. Trade in. Selling for metal shards. Oh. Selling for metal shards. So what can we buy? Ooh, good. Okay, so quite like the idea of having the warbow, however, we really want the sling as well. Already got something capable of doing shock damage and fire damage, so I'm going to take the sling because it gives me access to frost damage that I don't have at the moment. Upshot bow. You know what, I'm not going to bother with anything else.
Pleasure doing business.
I guess that concludes our business.
All right. See you around.
So that was worth it just for the extra elemental damage. Okay, and there's our quest. As I said, I am level 6, but that is a level 18 quest. But if I was to find an enemy weak against Frosted in the wild and just hit it, the level lock wouldn't mean anything. It's daft. I don't know why they bother with it. So yeah, so I am going to go to Ross now, and we're going to get the next part of this tutorial intro sequence to the game. I know it seems like I'm doing quite a lot here. I mean, this, by the time I'm finished uploading this episode, I'll have spent 2 hours in this game, and I haven't, the game hasn't really started yet. This is still a tutorial area, so to speak. It is possible to die, but you can see that combat's been quite gentle to me. I haven't taken a lot of damage. Most of the enemies I've faced have been finished in 1 or 2 hits. All that's about to change when we enter the next part of the tutorial. Training wheels come off. For those of you who are wondering, the tutorial is effectively finished when Aloy completes her proving and starts her journey of self-discovery. until then, this is still very much a tutorial. Those sounds of combat coming from beyond the Northern Embraces gate. As soon as you're in sort of hearing range, you pick up on it. Some serious combat taking place out there.
There he is. Right where he said he'd be. Always.
Here's Rarest. Do a quick save here. In fact, no, we won't, because I think we get told to as part of the mission.
You have the fire arrows.
I do. Those explosions and shouts beyond the embrace. Is that the trouble you were talking about?
You will know soon enough. Until then, we wait for dark.
Wait for dark? Is something else bothering you?
No, I'm fine.
Are you worrying about what happens after the proving?
What happens is clear. You will be accepted as one of the tribe, and I will still be an outcast. To be shunned.
Rarest, even if the tribe accepts me, I won't...
There is much to do, Aloy. We will discuss this later.
Okay. I don't understand. Those explosions are outside the embrace. What can we do from in here?
The lesson will be taught in due time, Aloy. Until then, we wait.
I saw Karst and got that tripcaster I was talking about.
I hate to think what that outlawed trader charged for a weapon of that make.
It wasn't cheap, but the caster is worth it.
Well, perhaps. You'll know its worth soon enough.
Every weapon you can use in this game has worth, provided you know how to use it. On the easier difficulties like story and easy, it's possible just to get by with bow and arrow and your spear. You can still die, don't get me wrong. Larger machines will absolutely make mincemeat out of you, especially the Thunderjaw. But it is possible to get by with basic gear. If you're going to play it on harder difficulties, it's important to know how elemental damage affects each type, you know, what everything's weak against. And it's also important to know what your weapons do, so that you're not firing the wrong thing in the heat of battle. You know, there's no point in firing a rope caster at a small enemy, for example. But more on that later.
Still a while to go before dark. I guess I'll get some rest.
Good idea. There'll be no time for sleep tonight.
Here we go. So, rest time. I love the lighting effects at this point. Aloy's hair lighting up. Frost's face. Aloy's hair almost seems to have a glow of its own. I think that might be a lighting mistake. You know, it looks like something's actually shining on her. It's not. Just her hair's over highlighted from the moonlight.
Opening a gate for an outcast?
Some who are shunned reaped honor before disgrace.
A little clue into Rost's background.
So much for tribal law.
I spoke to no one, and now we must both keep silent, for we are outside of the embrace. These are the true wilds, Aloy, with threats unlike any you have ever faced.
That carcass. What sort of beast was that?
The tribe calls it a sawtooth, and it's something new. Something angry. Since they first started appearing 10 years ago, they have killed many braves.
Yeah.
So there was another resource there. Sorry, I should have let you see that before I picked it up. You've been used to seeing me pick up things like blaze and spark canisters. This is a new one. It's chill water. I believe in the context of the machines having it, it's so that they have something to cool their systems, but the tribe can use it to craft the frost elemental damages, which actually can freeze and harden.
It's not far.
I'm assuming it's supposed to be something
What
like...
happened to it?
A machine, that's what.
What sort of machine does that?
The sort of machine you're hunting now.
Oh, I see.
from a sawtooth. Luminous braiding, that's fairly rare for this early in the game.
I'll watch your carcass. I'll harvest the parts.
Watch your surroundings.
As you can see, watchers are more dangerous out here. Combat is not going to be as easy as I have experienced inside the Embrace. That's not to say that I won't still be able to take out smaller machines as easy as I did before. It just means that I'll take more damage in return if I'm not careful and thoughtful. I'm gonna make sure I have low qualified to do. I'm gonna bring him to me. Take him
Won't
down.
be much farther now.
Why are we the only ones out here tonight? Why can't the tribe's braves hunt this machine?
They did. The kills we've passed are theirs. Tomorrow, they will hunt again.
They won't need to. This machine will be my kill.
Or your death, if you're not careful.
Aloy's... My cockiness a reflection of Aloy's, and Aloy now showing that cockiness. Because she's been able to take down the machines inside the Embrace with ease. She now thinks that she can take down all machines with ease. This is another different type of machine as well. Grazer. Don't worry, we won't see many of them just now. We're going to get our introduction to a live sawtooth. Yes, it is a live sawtooth.
An entire lodge wrecked by sawtooths? How many were there?
I didn't bring you here to answer questions, Aloy. I brought you here to deal with that.
Saber-tooth tiger.
Huge. How do you defeat it?
That will be for you to decide. This hunt is yours to make, Aloy. Yours alone. No matter what happens, I will not intervene. You understand? You are on your own.
I
That
should stay out of
sounds
sight. I
ominous.
can use the tall grass to approach.
However,
Let's
it's
see.
not as ominous
Where
as
can
you
I
think
place
it
my
is.
traps?
Before I even play the tutorial hunt, I'm gonna have a look at the Sawtooth's entry. As you can see, it's an aggressive machine which will close its distance to you quickly so it can engage you with melee attacks. It is supposed to be a machine version of a saber-toothed tiger, but if you need any more clues, look at the head and look at the two massive teeth at the front on the upper jaw. Saber-toothed tiger. This is the first machine that we encounter with an outer body weakness. The outer body is weak against fire, so if you stack fire damage, it's not going to enjoy that. Also, the blaze canister underneath its body, if you stack fire damage on it and manage to set that canister on fire, that's going to explode. Those are his weaknesses. Medium machine core for selling, luminous braiding, very rare. Sawtooth lens and heart. So, shock damage will work on most machines. It may not put them down for as long as it would a machine with a weakness to shock elemental damage, but it will still hurt them. They will not enjoy it. You hear the power when it's moving. It's one of the best things that guerrilla games have done. You can through your senses, you can feel the power of these machines. So, I am going to put that across there. That will allow me set up another one there. Now, those are shock traps set up.
Oh, useful.
He's going to come round that corner, walk into that one. I'm going to hit him with a critical hit. He's not going to be amused. I'm going to run away behind that secondary line, and I'll pelt him with fire arrows after that. He will not enjoy it at all. But he is a big machine. He's a medium-sized machine. He's not even one of the machine classes classed as large machine types. There we go. Told you wouldn't like it.
No, worth its on.
Critical hit. Oh dear. I want him to go through that. Here we go. Here we go. I got caught in the explosion as well though. That was rough. That was rough. That was harder than I expected it to be. I actually got a jolt from doing that.
Why did I bring you here?
Not to answer questions.
Aloy.
Survival requires perfection. It was a test to hone my skills against a dangerous new machine.
No. Follow.
I know there's graphical glitches during this cutscene. Unfortunately, there are during most of them. Nothing I can do about that. I could lower the quality massively, but I refuse to do that.
These are Nora hunting lands. They must be protected. If you hadn't destroyed the Sawtooth, how many Braves might it have killed or injured tomorrow? The lesson lives within the question, Aloy. For years, you've trained to win the Proving, but only for yourself. As a Brave, it will be your duty to fight for your tribe.
My tribe? You said I wouldn't need them.
But I never said the tribe wouldn't need you. The strength to stand alone, Aloy, is the strength to make a stand. To serve a purpose greater than yourself. That is the lesson you must learn. And remember it. After the Proving. And after I'm gone. We're finished here. Follow.
So we will come back to the wilds once Aloy has finished her proving. Outcasts are not allowed to leave the Embrace, however. So...
Dawn has passed. This will be your last day in the Embrace as an outcast. Use the time to set your mind on the challenges before you. When it is time for you to go to Mother's Heart, I'll be waiting for you along the way.
I understand the final lesson, Rost.
Do you?
But if I'm going to stand for something, it'll have to be something I believe in.
Then I hope you find it, Aloy. I hope you do.
I'll see you at Mother's Heart, then.
You will.
Ooh. So yeah. Ross trying to get Aloy to understand that although for years she's been driven by her rage, not rage, she's not human.
I'll find a use for you.
Been driven by her anger at being outcast at birth, something that she believes there can be no excuse for. Ross trying to get Aloy to understand that she's part of a wider community, that she serves a purpose greater than selfish desire. And selfish desire being the thing that really mankind now believes wiped out the old ones. Am I to say they're right or wrong? We did earn a level, 1 skill point. And I did say I was going to get hunter reflexes into balanced aim. But yeah, I'm going to stick with my plan. Not going to engage these machines. There is 0 point. I need nothing from them. Have all the resources that I could possibly ever need. There is just no point in. It was overkill. There was no need for that. But yeah, there's just no point in fighting these guys. It's generally best to give machines a wide berth unless you actually want something from them, or they're directly in your path, and there's nowhere to go. But I have a wide field to go around them.
Good. I can use this.
Just grabbing all the resources as I run past. So I have full ammo. I have currency, I believe, haven't I? Somewhere? Yeah, I've got 188 shards, so I'm not struggling for anything. There's nothing really worth grinding resources for at the moment. Trust me, there will come a point where I will grind resources. There is some really, really good equipment in the mid to late game that's well worth having. For example, at the uncommon tier, you'll have noticed that I was doing... Oh no. See if I can knock the sparker canister off his back heel. Sorry, the blaze canister off his back.
Let's get this over with.
Nope, I missed. Okay, we exchanged hits there, that's fine. Take that. I'll use one of the potions rather than use up my herbs. Quick save as well. I didn't really want to fight them. They were not really in my way. And I didn't do a good job of sneaking around them either. I'm doing really bad at the moment.
This will do nicely.
I'm not paying enough attention to my surroundings. Don't make the mistakes I'm making. Believe you me, you do not want to get caught off guard like that. I got away with that. I managed to take out the... Without being aware that the second machine was there, I managed to take out the first one with an eye shot. And then the second one, I caught him in his animation. Really hoping for some blue tier loot there, but fair dues. All the machines have lost my tracks, which is good. Don't want to be dealing with any machines right now. Make our way along the bridge. Could have just run through that water. Don't know why I did that. That was all unnecessary. And here we are. This is the largest settlement in Nora lands, Mur's Hut. This is the pride of the Nora. A very good defensive position, to be perfectly fair. That way that, you know, people who are attacked by men and machines. It's a really good place. One bridge, one access point. Lots of high vantage points with which to shoot at an approaching attacker. Nowhere that's easy for them to get around you. Okay. Very well
Aloy.
placed.
I must speak. So, it's time. Are you ready?
Yes, I guess. It's louder than I expected.
You've never been so close before.
I guess everything's bigger up close.
Soon it'll all seem familiar. Like home.
I don't know about that.
Look for High Matriarch Tirsa. She'll help you. Any other concerns?
Any final lessons before I head in?
No. You've learned every lesson the Wilds have to teach.
It was you who taught me, not the Wilds. Not sure my bow and spear will be much help in there, though.
It is with bow and spear that you'll win what you've wanted all these years, Aloy. Answers.
What should I expect once I'm inside?
There'll be people celebrating and feasting. More than you've ever seen in one place. No other village compares to Mother's Heart. It is the seat of the High Matriarchs, a center of Nora life, a jewel of the sacred land. Give it time, and you'll grow fond of it. As I was, back when I was at the tribe.
Are you sure they're gonna let me in?
I've told you, Aloy. By law, any child outcast can run in the proving.
And any who pass are made braves and are outcasts no more. I know that. But not everyone follows the law like you do, Rost.
Have faith, Aloy. The tribe will honor your right.
I'm ready to do this. See you back home in a few days?
You will not find me there, Aloy. Here,
Get your hankies ready.
take this too. Remember.
Why are you talking like we'll never see each other again? No. No!
You should be with the tribe. And I will always be an outcast.
But I told you, I have that figured out. I'll come to you in secret. I'll be the one breaking the law, not you. You don't even have to talk to me.
This attachment to me will only hold you back. It's my wish that you embrace the tribe. You've lived in isolation long enough.
Until now, I didn't.
For your sake, I must go where you will never find me. This is goodbye.
I see. I'm glad to have this then. It will remind me of you, of everything you did, and how you helped prepare me for this day.
Thank you.
Heavier than it looks. But the cord is strong.
May All Mother bless you, Aloy.
And you. How could he do this? Today of all days. I have to keep my mind on the proving.
So that's an oofed moment. I know a lot of you are probably screaming at me about my dialogue choices down your monitors. I don't have it in me to play Aloy as a cold-hearted or hard-hearted bitch. I do play some games as negative characters. Mass Effect, I love nothing more than playing a renegade shepherd. Always makes me laugh. Especially some of the responses that you get. Sometimes they're so cheesily over the top. Aloy, however, because she's such a well-written and well-grounded female character, I don't have it in me to tell her story any other way than sincerely and from the heart, and so I always tend to pick compassionate dialogue choices or thoughtful ones where it's required. cutscene.
You will turn back, outcast. Or bleed. Your choice.
Make way! Make way! Braves, stand aside. She is welcome here. Mother's heart is open to you, child. Come. I assure you, most Nora aren't so rude as those idiots.
You're Tirsa?
Who else would I be? Come on now. I've been waiting for this day a long time.
You have?
Oh, yes. But for the moment, I must leave you. I have other outsiders to keep safe tonight.
You what?
Envoys from another tribe, the Karja. Come to observe the proving, and oh, how the Nora hate the Karja.
Karja?
But that's my problem. We will talk later. In the meantime, enjoy the festival. Oh, down the path to the right, you'll find an old friend who can't wait to see you.
But I don't know anyone here.
Try telling him that. We will talk later. May the goddess protect.
What is going on?
So again, graphical glitches during a cutscene, don't care. The game has played fine for me, and I'm not tuning the graphics down anymore. It looks good on my screen. I'm sorry. I know that there's issues. If you watch any review, you'll see that there are known issues, areas where the game slows down through screen tearing's comment, and a lot of it's particularly during cutscenes. I'm just gonna deal with it.
Apologize for drinking. Bunch of chuffs. I don't apologize.
Smoked meat. By the looks of it, smoked rabbit, smoked boar. Not sure what the other ones are. Maybe turkey or, you know. But yeah, it's one way of making it last longer, I suppose. Also, smoked meat has a really good flavour. We've got everybody waiting to enjoy the food here. You can overhear conversations at these points. This is the friend.
Aloy! It's you, isn't it? Over here. It is Aloy, isn't it? I'm remembering your name correctly?
Are you the old friend Tirsa told me about? I don't know you.
I see you don't recognize me. Well, it was a long time ago. Teb is my name. You were half my size when you saved me from a herd of machines.
I remember. You tried to thank me.
I never forgot that day. All these years, I hope to see you again, if you came to run in the proving. As you can see, I didn't turn out to be much of a hunter. I served the tribe as a stitcher instead, a maker of garments and armor. In preparation for this day, I've made an outfit for you. I hope you like it.
What's it going to cost?
Cost? Nothing. Consider it the thanks I tried to give years ago. Long overdue.
And here we get our first proper set of armour. Also, Teb's going to give us a quick introduction to the trade-off between certain armour types.
There. Seems to fit you perfectly.
Thank you, Teb. I've never had anything like this before.
Well, it's yours. I think you'll find it affords more protection than what you were wearing. Every outfit offers some advantage. It's always a trade-off. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you any longer. Head for the Matriarchs' lodge if you want to find Tirsa. You'll know it when you see it. A large wooden building with an angry mob waiting outside.
Tirsa said something about envoys from another tribe?
Yes, that's what the mob's angry about. Karja visiting our sacred land for the first time in years. I'd expect to see some tomatoes fly, maybe rocks. Hopefully not spears. In any case, be ready to duck.
So, new armour. I'm going to quick save, because I am going to wrap up shortly, but I'm going to expand on what Teb just said as well. Wrong button there. there. So, inventory, outfits. So, the difference between armor sets is here. Outcast garb, crafted from the materials of the Embrace, animal skins, offers no extra protection, cannot be sold. A new Nora Braves armor, stitched by Teb, offers no extra protection, but can be upgraded. So there is no difference in protection afforded between that outfit and the outfit that Aloy was wearing, despite what Teb said about that should offer more protection. It says specifically in both, offers no extra protection, offers no extra protection. However, I can add a modification to it if I had armor weaves. So that is basically could be what you describe as a jack of all trades set of armor. Once you unlock a certain ability, this one here, Tinker, if you unlock this when you get a set of armor that can be modified like the Nora Brave sets, you can unequip and equip elemental protection weaves, and still have the ones that you've taken off to use again. Without Tinker, anything you remove gets destroyed. That will never be as powerful as a set of armor that's crafted to defend against a certain type of attack. So for example, a lot of the Karja tribes armors that you can get later on in the game can offer you increased protection against flame. A lot of the Banuk, which is another tribe, a lot of their equipment protects against the cold or corruption. A lot of the Nora stuff tends to be jack of all trades. A lot of the Osram tends to be protection against projectiles. So there's trade-offs everywhere. Some of these armors, when you get them, for example, let's say it's one of the Karja types that protects against flame, it may not protect as well against direct attacks, which means you're trading off the elemental protection, so you're getting the elemental protection. The negative that you've got to put up with is you'll take more damage from melee attacks, for example, when you get hit. It adds another layer to sort of tactical combat in this game. It makes you think, what is this machine likely to do to me? How can I keep the machine at a distance? Maximise my elemental protection, keep it at range, damage its weaknesses. There's all sorts of things that you have to think about, especially when you're playing this game on the higher difficulties. So, like I said, I'm going to wrap up here. This has been fun. I've really enjoyed this again. I'm really enjoying being back in the saddle for Aloy. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. If you have, please leave a like on the video. Comment on what you've enjoyed about it so far. Comment on what you haven't enjoyed about it so far. And if you could subscribe and help my channel grow, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much. As always, take care, be kind to each other, and I will see you in the next part of Horizon Zero Dawn. Thank you, bye for now.